Most people walk into a dealership and buy what the salesman pushes. I get it, the marketing is good. But after 2 decades in the shop, I've seen which SUVs come back every 6 months, and which ones I never see again. 7 of them made my personal list. These are the ones mechanics trust with their own money, and almost none of them are what you'd expect. I've turned wrenches for 23 years, and in that time, I've kept a mental list of the vehicles I'd actually spend my own paycheck on. Today, I'm counting down 7 of them. I'm going deepest on number 1 because that one is genuinely different. Let's get into it. Number 7, the Toyota 4Runner, the tank that refuses to die. A 58-year-old contractor named Dave was about to drop $34,000 on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. I walked him over to a 2006 4Runner with 160,000 miles on it. He looked at me like I was lying. 6 months later, he called back. Total repair costs? $180, an oil change, an air filter, and wiper blades. People think high mileage means high risk. On a 4Runner, that logic is completely backwards. Toyota's 4.0-liter 1G RFE V6 is paired with a 5-speed automatic, used across multiple platforms for over a decade, engineered with tolerances most manufacturers don't bother with. A clean example runs $12,000 to $16,000. Most expensive repair I've ever done on one? A water pump, $420. When you're buying, check the rear differential pinion seal. Look for oil fouling on cylinders 1 and 6, and inspect the frame for rust if it's from a northern state. Buy it if you want something that outlasts you. Skip it if fuel economy matters, about 17 miles per gallon combined. Number 6 is a different kind of overlooked. This one hides behind a name most people write off before they even look inside. Number 6, the Buick Enclave, the luxury SUV in disguise. A 34-year-old teacher named Maria wanted a used Acura MDX. I showed her a 2013 Enclave with 88,000 miles. She almost walked out. 3 years and 60,000 miles later, total unplanned repairs, $340. People won't touch it because it says Buick on the hood. That's the only reason it's undervalued, and the best reason to buy one. The 3.6-liter LLTV6 is the same engine family as the Cadillac SRX, mated to GM's proven 6 T75 6-speed automatic. A 2013 Enclave with 90,000 miles runs $12,000 to $15,000. Most expensive repair I've done? Timing chain service. $1,100 at 178,000 miles. Check the power liftgate struts. Inspect the front strut mounts, and look for infotainment screen delamination on pre-2013 models. Buy it for 3-row luxury at a fraction of the price. Skip it if you need serious AWD capability. Number 5 is less about prestige and more about pure, documented endurance. Number 5, the Honda CR-V, the reliable workhorse everyone underestimates. A 29-year-old nurse named Priya was set on a RAV4. I put her in a 2014 CR-V instead. She's now at 210,000 miles with $612 in unplanned repairs over 4 years. The CR-V gets dismissed as boring. That's exactly why it's on this list. Honda's 2.4-liter K24Z7 is one of the most documented long-life 4-cylinders ever built, and this generation avoided Honda's problematic CVT entirely with a conventional 5-speed automatic. A 2014 CR-V with 100,000 miles, $11,000 to $14,000. Most expensive repair? A rear wheel bearing, $380. Check the AC compressor clutch, inspect the rear subframe for rust, and listen for VTEC solenoid ticking on cold starts. That's a $90 part that becomes a $600 problem if you ignore it. Buy it for maximum reliability per dollar. Skip it if you need more than 5 seats. Number 4 is a completely different category. Bigger, tougher, and even more underpriced for what you get. Number 4, the Ford Expedition. The full size that punches way above its price. A 52-year-old contractor named Bill was looking at a used Suburban at $28,000. I pointed him to a 2011 Expedition EL at $16,500. He's towed over 80,000 miles on it. Repair costs outside of maintenance? $510. The 5.4-liter Triton V8 is a proven workhorse, and the 6R806 Speed Automatic in later models is one of the most robust transmissions Ford has ever built. Body-on-frame construction keeps structural repairs dramatically cheaper than unibody competitors. A 2011 Expedition, $14,000 to $18,000. Most expensive repair? Spark plug extraction after one snapped, $680. Check the spark plugs at 100,000 miles. Inspect the rear air suspension, and check the transfer case encoder motor. Buy it for towing and 3-row durability. Skip it if fuel costs are a concern. 14 to 16 miles per gallon. Number 3 takes it in a different direction. This one gives you near luxury for the price of a basic commuter. Number 3, the Lexus RX 300 and 330, the luxury SUV that costs like a Toyota. A 61-year-old retired teacher named Carol wanted a used BMW X5. I showed her a 2004 RX 330 with 95,000 miles. 3 years later, 45,000 more miles. Total repair bill, $290. The stigma is age. People assume an older Lexus is a money pit. The 3.3-liter 3M ZF EV6 uses the same 5-speed automatic as the Camry V6 and Sienna, with one of the lowest documented failure rates in the industry. A clean 2004 RX 33. Oh, $8,000 to $12,000. Most expensive repair I've done? Front struts, $680. Same job on a BMW X5, $1,400 to $2,200. Check the VVTi actuator for cold start rattling. Service the rear differential fluid. And inspect the front lower control arm bushings. Buy it for near luxury reliability at Toyota prices. Skip it if you need serious AWD in deep snow. Number 2 has been hiding in plain sight for years, and the price gap will genuinely surprise you. Number 2, the Kia Telluride, the segment benchmark nobody expected from Kia. A 38-year-old engineer named James was convinced he needed a Highlander. I showed him a 2021 Telluride with 40,000 miles. He pushed back. It's a Kia. I told him to look at the JD Power scores. 8 months after buying it, 0 unplanned repairs. The badge is the only reason it's undervalued. The 3.8-liter Lambda, 2 V6 with dual CVVT, is paired with an 8-speed automatic tuned specifically for this platform, and the body structure uses advanced high-strength steel in 51% of its construction, a figure that rivals vehicles costing $20,000 more. A 2021 Telluride with 45,000 miles, $32,000 to $38,000. Most expensive repair I've done? A brake caliper, $340. Check the GDI injectors for carbon buildup. Inspect the panoramic sunroof drain tubes, and verify the transferable 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's often still valid, and it's worth thousands. Buy it for near luxury 3-row space at a used price. Skip it if you need serious off-road capability. Number 1. This is the one I recommend more than any other, and almost everyone pushes back when I say it. Number 1. The Toyota Land Cruiser, the most overbuilt SUV ever sold in America. A 44-year-old business owner named Marcus wanted a Range Rover Sport. I showed him a 2003 Land Cruiser with 185,000 miles. He laughed until I pulled out my phone and showed him Land Cruisers with over 400,000 miles on original engines. He bought it for $14,500. 3 years later, 55,000 more miles, $890 in total repairs. And last month, he turned down $22,000 for it. The stigma is the mileage. On a Land Cruiser, 180,000 miles is barely broken in. Toyota's 4.7-liter 2 UZF-E V8, cast iron block, shared with the Lexus LX 470 and Tundra, paired with the bulletproof A750F 5-speed automatic. I've worked on over 40 of these. Not one has come back with a major powertrain failure. A clean 2003 Land Cruiser, $14,000 to $20,000. A Range Rover with the same mileage, $6,000, plus $4,000 to $8,000 in year one for air suspension and electrical issues. Most expensive repair I've ever done on a 100 series, timing belt and water pump, $1,100 on a Range Rover's BMW-sourced V8. Timing chain alone runs $3,200 to $4,800. Check the rear air suspension, inspect the front differential axle seals, and pull the valve cover for sludge. The 2 UZF-E doesn't forgive skipped oil changes. Buy it if you want the most reliable used SUV on the planet. Skip it if fuel economy or modern tech matter. 7 SUVs, all trusted by the people who actually know what's under the hood. The 4Runner that won't quit. The Enclave hiding behind a badge. The CR-V that outlasts everything in its class. The Expedition that works harder than it costs. The RX-33. Oh, that makes BMW ownership look like a punishment. The Telluride that rewrote what a Kia could be. And the Land Cruiser, the one I'd buy tomorrow if I needed a used SUV and never wanted to think about it again.